Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this bright and early Friday morning. We're back with our third launch of the week, and some might say we've saved the best to last. I know we've saved the best presenters till last this week.
Go for it, girl.
So I'm here with Emily, she's producing the show, and I'm here with Kat. Good morning, Kat.
Slightly blushing. Good morning, everyone.
How are you this morning?
I'm really good. Sun shining.
The sun is shining today.
Yeah. Nice at last. Puts a spring in your step.
Do you have any nice weekend plans?
I don't think so. I can't remember. I can't remember what I'm doing tomorrow. Never mind.
I always come into work on a Monday and I'm like, I said when I had a nice weekend, and then someone asks me, I'm like, well, I don't know. I have no idea what I've done since Friday. Since Friday at 4, no clue. But yeah, so we're here with some fabulous duo design paper pads this morning. But before we have a look at them, let's recap on this week's Win It Weekly question. So this week you can be in the chance of winning our storage case, which has got 6 little storage boxes inside there. So a perfect time as well. They are so useful. I mean, you could take these out to put your crafty products in and then use the bigger one for Easter eggs, because you know it is that time, isn't
Easter eggs.
I mean, imagine one of them just full up of Cadbury mini eggs.
Yeah.
So that's my idea for using our storage case. So it's worth $17.99. There's 6 winners, and we are going to announce the winners in the middle of the show. So please like, share and comment your answer to this question. Which bird's arrival in April is said to signal the start of spring? Is it A, Tweety bird, is it B, swifts, or is it C, cuckoos? So I'm not that clued up on birds, to be honest, so I'm not sure.
No, I think I know which one it's not.
Yeah.
Although which one it would be funnest to be. I don't know.
I don't know. So yeah, let us get your answers in. I don't know. It'd be nice if it was a little Tweety bird, but we will let you know. Emily will pick 6 winners during the show, and we'll give you a 5-minute warning before we announce those. So let's get back to some of our new launch products today. Let's run the VT for you. Lovely cards there by the team. Did you work on any of those cards, Kat?
Yeah, did a few. Yeah, a couple.
I really love our duo design paper pads. I think they're just, they always seem really trendy to me. Just really on-trend images, just so nice. And you can see here the 3 new pads. So if you want to go ahead of us and get on the website, you can grab all 3 for $19.98. So that you're buying 2 and you're getting 1 free. So you're going to save $9.99. And there's 48 pages in each, so you're going to get 144 pretty double-sided papers there to work with. But we're going to show you first our Sea Breeze and Rippling Waves. So we think this might be a firm favourite.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to start on this side. So I know it's perfect as well for this time of year. Everybody going on holidays. We're thinking a bit more of sand and shells, and oh, it's just beautiful. So as always with our duo design paper pads, it's a 2-in-1 paper pad. So you open it up one way and you get this lovely theme of like everything to do with the sea, like anchors and boats and ships. Very, you know, it reminds me you can create some really nice rustic feel cards with this pad.
Definitely. So I would be scrunching that one up into a ball and inking over it and making a treasure map.
Oh, what a good idea. Yes, we've got some like coral, and just the colours are really nice as well. And then obviously if you open it up the other way, which I'll show you in a second, you're going to get those rippling waves, which you can use them together. Do you know, the colours on each, you know, sheet, they work perfectly together. Or, you know, you can use them separately. All these pages are 150 GSM as well. Oh, I love that one. That's so nice. So you can make backgrounds, chop into these. They're great for borders. Do you know, the crafting and possibilities are endless with our duo paper pads. And you know, we've got different textures on each. We've got watercolour textures, do you know, slightly more distressed textures as well. And you know, some of the images like this, you could chop around that and make a little, pop it on some foam pads and make a little topper out of it. So I've just turn it round, and now we've got our rippling wave side. So you'll be able to have a look at just some of those colours. It's a lovely sketchy feel as well there. Kat, which one's your favourite this week?
Ooh, it's very, very hard to choose. Don't make me do that, Kelly.
Oh, no. I've seen, it's the first time today I've actually opened them all up and had a good look inside. But I think this one might be mine. So it's, again, some lovely distressed textures there. But you can grab these as well for £9.99 each. And of course, with our Duo Design paper pads, they're all on a 3 for 2 offer. So if you have any favourites from our previous ones we've launched, you can go on, you can mix and match what 3 you get. So you can see them all if you head to the website, click on the banner, and you can see all the new pads and our old ones there. But I just want to show you some of the cards made by the team. So we've got this Happy Father's Day one. So this pad will work brilliant for any Father's Day crafting we've got coming up. We've still got a Father's Day die on the website, which you can grab. And then we've had this beautiful card made by Leanne, and if you want to make your very own version of this, we have got a step-by-step tutorial over on the blog, and we can post a link to that so you can go and have a look. Got all the materials listed and exactly what you can do. Oh, that's just so cute.
It's very clever, isn't it?
That's very clever. I've seen a picture of this one and I didn't realise how cute it was. It's really nice. And then, so you know, you don't have to just use the blues throughout. Here we've got nice greens. We're using those coral details, a lovely brighter card here. And I like how we've just used a bit of peach to bring out the lovely designs. Sail away with me, a good use of our alphabet dies here. But just, you know, showing you how easy it can be just to use the pages in this pad. And then we've got this one. How lovely is that?
It's mixing and matching so many of the pages there. It just shows you how well they all work together.
Oh, it looks really nice. And so yeah, that's our Sea Breeze and Rippling Waves paper pad. But like I said, grab them on their own for £9.99, or you can grab the bundle here for £19.98. But Kat, please can we see your first demo?
Because you asked so nicely, you certainly can. So I've got a variety of papers here, but I'm using them for different things. So I have got this beautiful one with the shells on the outside, and then I'm going to be using the back of that as well. And I've taken this one, but I'm going to be chopping into this one and chopping elements out of it.
Oh, I love that.
So I've just started I've cut myself a silver mat to 8 inches by 8 inches, and then I've cut a layer to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4, and this is going to create the base of my card. So I'll just stick this down. This is the only thing about Duo Design pads, is sometimes when I'm putting this glue on those very, very pretty pages, I feel bad, but we get so many sheets in.
Yeah.
That we can mix and match and get the best of both worlds. So I'm just going to pop that down there. We'll pop that onto my card base, and then we can leave that to get nice and dry while we work on the more fun elements of the card. And I promise you there are some very cute little fun elements in this one. So we'll just pop that on the front.
Let us know if you've been lucky enough this week to grab any of our Trolley Dash deals or Throwback Thursday. We have just had some amazing sellouts.
I can imagine. They've been absolutely incredible this week. So I'm just going to reach down and grab my trimmer. So now we're going to cut this sheet to 7.5 by 7.5. So I'm just going to place it on and make sure I'm not cutting too much from one side. No, that's absolutely fine. And the same here. So we want to keep that shell detail around the edge. And now I'm going to bring in Stitch It nesting dies in the circles. And I'm going to pop this over in the top left hand corner, but I am going to be adding a frame on top of this, so I want to make sure that I've got about an inch at each side, just so I've got some room to play with later. And we'll just pop this down, secure it in place with some of our low-tack tape.
Good morning to everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Kat, I've got a little question. It's a question for everybody. It's from our YouTube channel. Anastasia has said, I have a question for everyone in the chat. How do you organise your dies and stamps? Do you have any? How do you do yours?
It depends. I have invested in, for my nesting dies, like a stamp folder, a magnetic folder.
Oh yeah.
For my nesting dies. My others, I just tend to bag them up into like kind of categories of things that I know I'm going to use. I keep like all my my alphabets and word dies and stuff together.
Yeah.
So I know, and I carry them around in a plastic wallet, so I know I've always got them when I need them. And then more intricate dies, I'll put them. I've just got a box at home that I keep all them in, and I can just know where I can go to for them when I want them.
Kat has got, I'm not sure if anybody will have seen this, the most amazing bag to store her craft markers and brush pens. And of course, anybody that knows our lovely Kat will know what theme she might have gone for. And it's a little cow bag.
It is a lovely little cow
cute
bag. So we're just going to take that out of there. Just be careful removing your tape. And I'm just going to pop this circle out of here because I'm going to use this bit to die cut another frame for a part of my thing. So it's to save us chopping up another page. While we've already got this waist, we might as well use what we've already got. So I'm just going to turn this over, bring in 2 more of our nesting dies. Just create a little frame. You don't need to be precise. Just stick that back down. And then while we're going through and we've got the big die cutting machine out, I'm also going to cut a silver frame from the top. So we might as well get as much through as we possibly can. I've got that big enough. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do the same again. I'm going to layer this up on here. So just make sure in between your 2 dies you've got a nice even little gap, so you know you're going to have a nice even frame.
I love that so many of you have commented to say that your trolley dash orders have already been delivered, and your dispatch team have been working incredibly hard the last few weeks.
They have.
So we're getting your orders out to you super speedy.
And I'm also going to pop my sentiment on here that I'm cutting out of the silver Miri, which is the Happy Wishes, and that comes from our, when we did the Pocket Pals, the Stitch sentiment dies.
Yeah.
So I've just pinched that from there. And then we can get all these onto here and cut at the same time with one pass. And just run it through. I want it now. There we go.
Why was you pulling it out?
Yeah. Don't like waiting. So we end up with 1 silver frame, 1 little frame out of our papers, and our little Happy Wishes sentiment. So we can pop them there to use shortly. But before we go to that, we're going to go back in with our other paper and we're going to cut some of these elements out. So I want to take, I've already pre-cut some, but I want to take a couple of shells and I want to cut these 3 seahorses out that are here. So we'll just do one just for this. And I find it easier if you loosely cut around the shape that you want first and then fussy cut round it is so much easier. So we take that out of there and then just wobble your scissors round, move your paper, get a nice close cut up and around your seahorse. And I love this one as well because your seahorses are facing in different directions, so you can get that more like movement effect. It'll make sense when you see what I'm doing in a minute.
We were just talking about seahorses before we came live.
We were.
And saying that they mate for life.
They do.
And so do, and I didn't know, Kat told me that so do swans.
Yeah. We have very interesting conversations behind the scenes.
I mean, you guys don't miss out on anything special with our conversations. Oh, Chris, I don't know who that question is for, but I'm going to ask Kat anyway. Chris has put, if you had to choose which 5 ink pads to buy, which would you get?
Out of our colours,
Yeah,
did they mean?
I'm guessing so.
Okay, so, which 5 do I use the most? I'd definitely go for a black. I love my wild mushroom for light distressing.
Yeah.
And doing colouring and stuff like that, and softer colours. Tricky. I'd probably go for some like basics. I'd probably go for a yellow, a red and a blue. Because if you've got them, especially if you're wanting to use them to colour with as well as stamp with, if you've got your 3 primary colours, then you can make all your other colours with them. So if you're using them as a palette. So we've cut him out and I have pre-cut out, I've lost them, some shells and the starfish. And just make sure I've got them all. There we go. Right, so what we can do is we can start building this up. Now, what I'm going to do, my idea is to dangle my little seahorse from the inside of my aperture here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a little bit of double-sided tape and I'm going to run this across the top of my circle aperture just so I've got something to stick my invisible thread to. And then I've got some of invisible thread. Not sure how well it's going to show with it being invisible thread, but you'll get the idea. And then some of our skinny red liner tape. And all I'm going to do is place this on the head of the seahorse on the back. Snip it down. We're going to take this off, but don't let go of it or put it somewhere where you can get it back, because I've learned this through error. Once we've put our invisible thread onto that tape, I'm then going to go back and put the lining back on and sandwich it in place. And this just, it gives it that like little sandwich to keep it in place even more securely. But what it also does, because I'm going to do 3 of these, when we're switching it round, if you put your paper down the other way, it's going to stop it sticking to whatever's underneath.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've learnt the hard way. And then the same with the backing on the top here. So we'll place him in the centre. And you'll see that you have 2 seahorses that face one direction and one that faces the other. So the one that's facing the other direction, place him in the middle. And then the other two on the side, and just alter the height slightly. And then I come back and put the tape across, and that means when I'm turning my page around, it's not going to stick to anything underneath. So there's just the one little chap there, just dangling away. But once you've finished it, you will end up with something like this. And we have our 3 little seahorses. And they do go in the right direction when you put it on the page. But you get the idea. So now we want to add some foam pads to the back of here. I'm going to make my seahorse's face the right way because it annoys me otherwise.
And have you only thought of that this morning?
Only thought of what this morning?
This idea, the little seahorses?
No, I did it yesterday. So, same diff.
Pammy said, this is going to be adorable, love cats and all.
Oh, thank you.
And Rebecca came in before and said it's the Cat and Kel show.
The Cat and Kel show.
Cat and Kel.
Well, I like that.
We need a little theme tune.
So I'm just using up all these little bits of foam pads that I've got on my sheets. I think I need to top up in my box because I've got a very odd assortment of foam pads left in here. But we're just going to give this very good coverage of foam pads over the back because it is a paperweight, so it's not going to hold itself like a cardstock will. So we just want to give it that little bit of extra support. We'll take our foam pads off.
Kim Houston has said, Kat, was it you that made the toolbox card? Please, if so, could you put a pic up on your Facebook page?
Yes. Yeah, I can.
Thank you very much. What was that from? I can't remember.
It was with the cards that we did last week, you know, the wood grain card.
Oh,
I
yes.
turned it into a little toolbox. I think that's what she means. So we'll come back to our card base now. And I'm just going to make sure I've got my waves facing in the right direction. And then we're very, very carefully going to place this on top. So we've cut it so we've got that 1/4 inch mat and layer. So I'm just going to very carefully put this into place. Got that border around the outside. We'll turn seahorses back round. And now we can add all those layers back on that we did before and start decorating up. So, going to put a little bit of construction glue around my silver frame. Ooh. Pressed a little bit too hard. We'll just use that, spread it out all across the frame. And this just really makes that aperture pop, makes it come to life. Although it doesn't want to stick. There we go. And then we'll start adding on some of our little shelves. So I'm going to pop some on flat with the glue.
Oh, this is going to look so cute.
And then we'll add some little bits of foam pads to the backs of the others, just to give some depth.
Margaret has said, I made the toolbox card this week for my son's birthday.
Oh, it is a great one for men's cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So we're just switching between our glue and our foam pads to add some details round the edge of our frame.
Oh, we've got a food question.
A food
And of course
question.
I have
We
to
like a
answer.
food question.
We love a food question, especially on a Friday.
Definitely.
Non-craft question. Red or brown sauce on my bacon and mushroom sandwich? Red for me.
Yeah, I think I'd go red.
Emily? 3 red sauces here. If you could get those delivered
Yeah,
to
that
us,
would be
that
fab.
would be
Thank you very
marvellous.
much. So we'll just layer them up around the outside just to give some definition around that frame. And then take our skinny foam pads. And this just shows how you can use so much of this kit together out of this book.
Yeah.
There's so many different things you can do with it. And the beauty of our duo design pads is that you can make cards just with the papers and make scenes up and things like we're doing here. But then they also match so well with lots of our other collections.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you'll find something in your Whopper toppers and things like that that they'll match perfectly with as well. So we'll pop this one down here. Little bit of glue stick on the back of our sentiment. Let's take out my silver gems, pop that in there to give it that kind of porthole effect.
Oh, I love it.
Few little gems.
One of my friends has just bought a little I can't say it, bought a boat.
Bought a boat? Wow,
Yes,
very fancy.
Just a little one. So for Easter weekend, we're going to go up and have a little ride.
That is so much fun. And there we go, and we get our lovely little dangling
Oh, that's so
floaty.
lovely.
Wrong way, you would do, wouldn't you?
I know somebody asked, could you cut out some more seahorses and put them on the back?
Of course you could.
You could,
yeah,
couldn't you?
you could do whatever you want.
Oh, thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
So that's demo 1 using our Sea Breeze and Rippling Waves paper pad. So next up to show you, we have got our Butterfly Royale and Delightful Diamonds paper pad. So as Kat was saying, you know, you can use these pads on their own, like that would make an absolutely fantastic card front. Or, you know, these papers would work with so much already in your stash. I think this one would work with, you know, Flight of the Butterflies. It would really go well with that. Or any sort of distressed, you know, art where you have. How lovely is that? So you're going to get in here as well 12 different designs, and you get 4 of each. So if you wanted to fussy cut this page, you could. The other one you can chop into and use as a full background. That's lovely. You could cut out these background shapes here. You could make a little aperture with that large butterfly. And the colours in this are, you know, there's some lovely deep jewels, and we've got some more vintagey sort of tones. Butterflies with the florals there. I think you could make that work with some of our Forever Florals kits. And then we've got some lovely darker images here. So depending on what mood you're in, who you're crafting for, you know, they've got tons of different themes in here. I love this one with the music script behind. It's lovely. And then you can see as well in this one, we've got just a little bit of that other side of the pad, the diamonds just showing through on that texture. So that's a lovely butterfly artwork, and I'm just going to flip it round and show you just some of the other pretty patterns in this pad. So again, in all those corresponding colours, so you can use them together, you can pull them out, use them separately. It's entirely up to you. So I think we've got a colour for everyone in here. Oh, that's lovely. So yeah, you can just see how everything matches on that other side of these really handy 2-in-1 pads. And, you know, I'm not sure if I said, but they are all 8" by 8", so a good size as well. And then
So stunning, aren't they?
they're really nice. So, yes, I'll show you some cards as well made by the team. So with this one, I feel like you can get so many different different ideas, different feelings from the tones of the colours used in the papers. So here we've got somebody's chopped into those butterflies, just added some foam pads and popped them onto the card. Here we've got a beautiful distressed, you know, tearing the paper edges here. I know we all love to do that at Hunky Dory as well. And then just those lovely strips of gold Miri really brings out the colours in those butterflies. And then I'm sure, you know, many of you might have some like butterfly moonstone dies, so that works great, so you can just mix and match. Oh, you make me smile.
Oh,
How lovely is I love the colours in this one. I love this like terracotta colour.
yeah.
I feel like it's on trend at the minute. It's everywhere, this lovely colour.
Yeah.
And then this one, this is a really nice one. And oh, look, a little shaker.
We love a shaker.
Love it. And that's by Hannah Horn. So thank you for those lovely cards. But Kat, I think we're just going to have to come straight back to you.
Are we going again?
We're going again.
We're going again.
Can't stay away.
So for this one, I am doing a 7" by 7" card. And what I love about this duo design pad is it kind of screams more is more. It's not for understated elegance. This is over the top elegance. So I'm really going to, well, I'm not really. I'm going to layer my pages up because you don't need too many of them to get that kind of like vintagey kind of scrapbook effect. So I've just cut myself a mat to 7" by 7". And first of all, I'm taking this one with the script background and the little butterflies all over. And I'm going to cut this down to 3 notches under my 7" in both directions.
I think this pad is proving to be a popular one, the butterflies.
It doesn't surprise me. They never ever go out of fashion and out of style. Everybody always needs a butterfly.
Yeah.
So now I'm taking this sheet and first of all I'm going to cut it down to 6". So we're taking this bit away, but certainly save this for another project. And then I'm just going to chop this down to 6", but I want it quite, I want to make sure this bit is middle-ish. I think that's about middle, isn't it? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm just going to fussy cut around this bit here because I want to add a layer underneath it. So just very carefully following the line of that scroll that's on there.
Muriel has said this one calls out for Art Deco. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You could really pair that with any of the Art Deco collections. Very elegant.
Very. So just following the shape of the leaves around here. And then basically all we're going to do, we're going to cut another little panel in a minute. And this just gives us a little bit of wiggle room that we can lift this up and place it on top just to add to that layered effect. So you don't need to come too far around.
Just a reminder, after Kat's demo, we are going to announce our Win It Weekly winners for this week. So get your answers in.
And let's just see if we need any help in any areas. So we just want this little bit to pop up like that. And then we are going to take this page, but we're going to use the back of this one. And we're going to cut this down to 2" by 3 notches under the 7. So it's going to go the full length of our card. And then we'll cut ourselves a little Miri mat for that as well. So we want this to be 7. And that'll be 3 notches over the 2. And then we're going to go back to this paper, and from this side of it, let's cut a 4" by 4" square. Like I said, lots and lots of layers for this one. And then we're going to cut that into a triangle. So just take it in that diamond shape, make sure both points are within your guide cut line. And that's it. Now we can start layering all this up. So I'm using my construction glue, but I know a lot of people prefer to use double-sided tape with the papers. It's completely personal preference. I always used to before we discovered construction glue, because a lot of glues can make your paper wrinkle, but the construction does not. So that's that. We'll go to our main layer here. And this, I think both these 2 pads, the one that we've just done and this one, scream out for lots of mixed media projects as well.
Yeah.
Making projects for your house.
Yeah, I know. I just read a comment then. Sorry, I can't see it now. Who said you could just put one of the butterfly papers in a frame?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could make one of those kind of old styled like butterfly frames, you know, with the background, and they've got all the different kind of real life butterflies pinned on, but a much more cruelty free version. So what I'm going to do with this layer, I'm just going to butt it right up against the edge of my Miri mat in the centre there. I'm making sure I've not put any glue on this bit because, like I said, I want to slide this other panel underneath. So, then this might be the day that I possibly use a full tub of construction glue in one go. No, I'm only joking, it'll go much further than that. So we just slide that under there, and it just brings those 2 layers together, and just by popping that over the top, it just adds that extra little bit of detail. And then I'm going to take this triangle that we cut and add it to this side.
Oh, Wendy's put also be great for gift wrap for little gifts.
Really, really would, wouldn't it?
That would be nice.
So we'll pop this in the centre. And then I think it's time we add some butterflies. What do you think?
Well, you know, I don't think they'll go amiss.
Did you not think they'll go amiss? So I've taken this sheet that's got these 3 beautiful ones on here for us, and I'm going to cut all 3 of these out. So we'll just start with this one at the bottom.
There is a card on the website for this pad, and it will probably, well, it will be up on Facebook after the show, that uses this page.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favourites.
Is it stunning?
It looks so good.
I mean, to be fair, we always say it about Hunky Dory, but we say it because it's true. You really struggle to make a bad card when things are designed this well to work together. So we just cut around the bottom of the wings here.
I like the vintage newsprinty style in the background.
It is absolutely stunning. So that's him, and I've pre-cut the other 2 ready for you. So we're just going to layer these up on here now. So decide which order you want them to go in. There we go. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the middle so I can bring the wings up so they're not lying flat. Because we want a little bit of flight in our butterflies, don't we?
Oh, that's such a good idea.
So we'll layer them on this side. And like I said, this is definitely a more is more card, but they just, all the pages and the papers work so well together. So what we're going to do now, just to finish it off, is I have got somewhere hidden between my mess, one of our edge dies, sentiment dies. So I'm just going to take this on a little bit of gold Miri, and I'm going to place it quite close to the bottom just to give myself a fine line. And because I want this to go the full strip of this piece of card, I'm going to put it in the centre so then I can cut away a little bit of an extra strip at the end. Just hold that in place with our double-sided tape. Not double-sided, sorry, low-tack tape. Don't want to be sticking that down with your double-sided.
We've got a lot of answers coming through for our Win It Weekly for C, which is cuckoo.
Pop that between your plates. Ooh. One of my plates is wanting to go without the other. Let me see if that's just cut for me. It has beautifully, so then all I need to do is I'm going to snip those two edges. We'll take this off. And you can still see how it's connected, but I'm just going to use my scissors just to snip, just to get that extra little bit of gold to run across. And then this will just pop out of here. This should then sit on here. It does. I'm just going to make sure it's the right length. So I'm going to go in with my fabulous Dabby Dabby.
Dabby Dabby.
Dabby Dabby.
Have we made a new term up here?
Yeah.
Dabby Dabby.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm having a bit of Dabby Dabby. My Dabby Dabby glue stick. The scary thing is, this is what I do when I'm at home. I talk to myself just like I do here. I talk myself through it. The kids will come in, especially because they've been off this week. It's our Easter half term. They're like, who are you talking to, Mum? I'm like,
Myself.
my card. Who else would I be talking to? So we'll just pop this down on here. We've got a little bit of wiggle room.
Oh, it's looking so lovely. It's very posh.
It is. It's very
posh.
Is regal the right word? It's all those gold tones, isn't it? So I'm just going to finish it off with a couple of gold gemstones.
Oh, our gold studs, I like them. Yeah, we've Linda has said she's definitely going to call it my Dabby Dabby in future.
Sometimes the crazy that I use at home sneaks out here.
The crazy come to the office.
The crazy come to the office. So we'll just pop this on our card blank. I think I'll go in the 10th hole position. We'll do some gluey gluey.
It's like we're at nursery school.
I know. I had a dream that I had a baby last night, so maybe that's what all the words are about. I know. Another boy as well. Typical.
Maybe. That's something that's telling you.
No, it certainly is not. There we go.
Oh,
Very
that's
full
lovely.
on, but it just shows how well they all work together.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There was so many lovely comments in where you was doing that demo before you was even finished, saying how beautiful it was and outstanding makes. So thank you. So I think it's time, before we show you our last pad, to see who the lovely 6 winners are this week. So you're going to win this storage case worth $17.99, and the answer is C, cuckoos. So I don't have any facts for you though. I just know that it's C. So let's have a look at the 6 winners. So congratulations to Claudia Nutley, Jackie Bradley, Dorothy Rhodes, June Bishop Greentree, Valerie McDonald and Wendy Quigley. You are this week's Win It Weekly winners. So if you are watching this now, if you just private message us with your address, and we will get those posted out to you as soon as possible. But congratulations. I mean, everybody needs storage. The more, crafty things we collect, the more storage we need. So.
Yeah, going back to the question before about those boxes will be perfect for fitting your stamp sets in and things like that.
Oh yeah, they're perfect size, and diamond sparkles as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, gemstones. So and then I just want to recap with you. I know our trolley dash items went super fast. There's still a few on the website, maybe 4 items or 5, but our super savers are still on offer until Sunday at midnight. So you can grab our cutting mats. I think there's 3 on the website. You can get our A3 one for £10.99. You can get our duotone paper pads, buy one get one free. They come in super handy when you're working with the duo design paper pads that we're showing you today. You can also grab our 3-in-1 die brush for £8.99, and we have got some water brush trios. Oh, it's good that these are on offer, because they were out of stock for so long, weren't they?
Yeah.
So £6.99 for them, and we have got our stamping press, which is £24.99. So you're going to save a tenner on that. And we've still got some stamps and some glimmer mist on there. So it's our newest glimmer mist as well, and a mixed media mat for £12.99. which is relatively new. We only brought that out last year, so you can get super creative with inks, glimmers, anything you want on that, and you can grab those glimmer mist colours, 12 in here for £35. So they're on offer until Sunday at midnight. So if you haven't already looked at them, you can go ahead. They're still on the website. And then we've got our last pad to show you, which is a beautiful one. It's our Glittertastic and Pastel Ombre. So I absolutely love the colours of this one, and I think in a minute when I show you the cards, like if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, I'm not sure what to do with some of these textures, some of the cards the guys have made just look so amazing. Perfect for, really nice happy birthday cards, thank you cards, absolutely all sorts. And who doesn't love glitter? We all love glitter here. Some lovely pastel tones as well, like and some full colours, just so lovely. And so you're going to get the same as the other ones. You're going to get the 12 designs, and you're going to get 4 of each of these pretty papers. They really do look. It looks real, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does. And then I'm going to get the pastel ombre as well. Perfect. This would work with any of your, if you wanted to stamp, die cut out of these papers. Just look at this beautiful, beautiful colours. And you can see all the different watercolour wash textures behind here as well. So I think the designers have put such a good mix of different tones in this pad. So we've got obviously the yellows and greens and pinks. Perfect for new baby cards, any sort of children card, or just friendship. So lovely. So you can grab that in the part of the bundle, so you can get all 3 for £19.98. But just let me show you some of the cards, because I think these made by look how amazing that is.
Isn't that stunning?
I love that. As soon as I saw that one when I was adding it onto the website, I was like, oh, I think I really love it.
When I saw it, I was like, I wish I'd made that card.
I think it works really well with the black. Like, don't be afraid to put a darker colour with those pastels. It just really makes them stand out. And then we've got some cut out like feathers, best wishes, beautiful. And you know, it's just an example of how you can use these papers with other toppers and sentiments you have in your stash. So that works perfectly. It almost looks like it was meant to be. And then we've got another one with the black. I think the black works really well with this pad. It
does, doesn't it? It just really makes those fresh, zingy colours pop.
Yeah. And then we've got some really nice ones with this pad. Oh, I like this one. Look how fun.
Do you like that was mine.
Oh, was it?
It spoke watermelons to me.
It does. It's really good. And then we've got a You're Engaged one. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. Of course, as well, glitter works perfect for wedding cards, anniversary cards.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. So oh no, shall I show you before we go to you? Yes, I'm going to show you as well. You might have already seen on the website, we have got some brand new Miri card specials. So look at this. Oh my goodness.
Where did that middle one come from? I have not seen that.
Have you not?
No.
Have we added in a colour?
The one with the triangles? Oh.
Look.
Oh, I've missed out.
Have you missed out?
I have.
Oh, Kat.
I'm devastated.
But look how ace these are. They're so good. So you're going to get 30 sheets. There's 3 designs and you're going to get 10 of each. So it's just £11.99 for this. I like that. Lovely. It's like a bokeh effect, I think. So I'm going to have to give you some of these sheets, aren't I?
You are.
People only giving you 2 of the sheets.
Look at all those like diamonds and hexagons and stuff you can cut into that and make these wonderful shapes.
I'll bend it forward so you can see all those lovely colours there. And so it's our high quality Miri card as well. It's 220 GSM if I'm correct. And then some cards made by the team. We've got this lovely butterfly here. So using the Duo Design paper pads as well, they work great. Look at this little bag. Little gift bag. And then I did just chuck one on the floor just to go to Kat a second.
Hi! How you doing, everyone?
I'm back.
She's back.
And then we have this one. That looks so lovely, doesn't it? Happy birthday, friend. And I think these little stamps are from that sentiment
they are.
pad.
Yeah,
that we stamping.
Was it 2 weeks ago now? Goes, yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to grab that, that's £11.99. And we love Miri card here, so definitely grab that and pop it in your basket. But can we come to you for the last demo of the day?
You certainly can.
Thank you.
And I'm going very Easter for this one.
Oh, nice.
So I've already done a lot of pre-die cutting for this one because otherwise we would be here for a long time. So I am mixing and matching. I know it looks a little bit crazy, but we're going to be making an Easter bunny with these, Kelly.
Oh.
So I have taken my large circle nesting die and cut out a tummy. I've taken my largest heart nesting die and this is going to become the face. I've taken a couple of my oval nesting dies and I've done 2 large ones for the feet and I've done 2 like medium-sized ones for the ears. And then all I've done just to make them pop a little bit is I've taken a little bit of our jelly bean pink, and I'm just edging that. And this is going to be the base of our bunny, and then we're going to detail him or her up with our lovely glitter papers.
I can't believe you're making a bunny. Oh, how cute.
So bear with me because there is quite a lot of die cutting with this one. And this is just out of our white ink me cardstock. So I'm going to need this die again, but the other ones I can put to one side for the time being, although I'm running out of space today. I've got things everywhere. Okay, so next I'm going to come over onto our papers, and you want to use this die again. I'm going to trim my paper down so it'll go through my smaller die cutting machine. So we're going to cut it to the pink section.
I love that somebody has put wow over, or just oh my god and wow about this beautiful Miri card. Everybody loves it.
So what you're going to do is you're going to cut this twice, each of these dies twice, the 2 ovals, and this is going to be the filler for our ears and our feet. So I'm just going to place them on there, and then I'm going to take a smaller heart, and this is going to become our nose. I know it all looks very crazy, but you know I love making lots of different shapes up like I did with the robot from our nesting dies. So I promise you it does all come together. So we just secure these in place.
I heard you this morning actually talking to Becca and say about Easter.
Yes.
I didn't think it was for the show.
Did you know?
No, I don't know.
No. So bring in a die cut machine. Now I'm going to give this card to Becca afterwards because she's doing lots of Easter decorations at home. She's very, very Easter. So
is she?
I've said she can have this.
Oh.
If she wants it. She might not want it.
I don't think she would say no.
She daren't.
No.
I'll be asking for picture evidence that it's up in the house.
Does anybody else that's watching decorate for Easter?
I said I was going to this year, but it's not happened yet.
There's still time.
So that will give us 2 of them.
So no
There
one-
is.
A lot of people get these little trees now, don't they, and hang little
Yeah.
Easter eggs off, which are very cute.
Although, again, I did tag Becca in a photo that I find very funny of somebody that had got a white Christmas tree and turned it into an Easter bunny. It was a little bit scary.
I bet it was.
But there's ideas always there. And then we're going to take this sheet, I'm going to take a circle die, and we're going to cut ourselves a little glittery tummy from this side. Again, let me just trim it down.
So is it going? Oh, is it going to have any sparkle? The bunny?
It is. It's got a glittery tummy.
Oh gosh.
And we're going to have, you want to cut 2 of these, 2 glittery cheeks and a little glittery tail. So cut this one 3 times. Secure them down. I bet everyone thinks she has lost her marbles.
No, nobody has said so just yet.
So we'll pop that back through here.
Oh, Vicky has said, yes, got a full box of Easter decorations. Just finished the spring cleaning yesterday, so it's ready to go.
Oh, I feel I have probably some in the loft somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where.
No, nobody thinks you've lost your marbles, Kat.
Nobody.
No.
I think I have, because I'm sure I've got another little circle cut, but I've not, so I'll just do another one. I'm sure you'll all forgive me. So one more through here.
Oh, Kim on YouTube has said, I usually put up an Easter tree with chicks, eggs and bunnies on it.
That is very cute.
Oh, how cute.
Okay, so let's start layering this guy up. So first of all, we'll take our feet. And I'm hoping I've got some pink, oh, there they are. Some pink pearls in there, because I was meant to bring some in and I forgot. So I'm going to pop this one down towards the bottom. So it's starting to make sense now.
Yep.
Like bunny feet.
Little bunny feet.
So they go on there. Let's do our ears. Ooh. Do you still get eggs for Easter?
I feel like
Ish.
last year my mum didn't buy me one, and she didn't buy me an advent calendar at Christmas either.
Oh.
So I don't know if I've got to that age.
I don't think I've had an Easter egg off my parents since I was about 8 years old, because I just got greedy and asked for money instead.
Usually, Dave will buy me one, my husband, and then I'll buy him one, but I'll eat both.
That sounds fun.
Because he can leave things for ages. And, you know, you don't want the boxes there for ages, do you? Just want to
No, absolutely.
eat
So
it.
you're just tidying up, really.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing.
I'm
You're just
hoovering the
tidying
food
up. So I'm placing this circle towards the bottom because we're going to be covering up most of the top. We just want a little peekaboo through there. I'm going to flip it over and we're just going to add a little bit of a sparky tail sticking out at the bottom.
Kat, we're having an Easter bake-off next week on the marketing team.
I believe so. I'm very jealous.
Do you want to know what's on the menu?
What's on the menu?
So we've got brownies
Wow.
on Monday. Tuesday, cookies, Easter mini egg cookies. Wednesday, lemon drizzle. Thursday, jammy Dodger blondies. And then we're not back in till the Tuesday, and that's Jen is with the finale bake, and that's carrot cake.
Oh, am I going to miss carrot cake? I love carrot cake.
So are you in on Wednesday?
Yes.
What was Wednesday again, Emily? I can't remember. Lemon drizzle.
Oh, I like lemon drizzle as well. I'll let you off for that.
Okay.
Okay, so we pop his little cheeks on. So you turn your heart upside down and it gives you those lovely little cheeks. And then I've gone and I've taken the smallest oval, I think that is, to cut 2 eyes. And I'm just going to use my marker pen just to draw a little black oval in. I'm sorry if this is taking too long, guys, but he was just too cute not to do.
Oh no, don't be sorry. So have you cut all these out using our nesting dies?
I have, yeah.
So it just shows how good our nesting dies are to have in your stash.
It
You can
really
do
does. Yeah, there's
all
so
sorts.
much you can do with them. Let's try and make them a bit more even. And then we'll go in with a little bit of white just to add some detail. And like I said, and you can work on this at home a little bit quicker, so mine will probably end up looking a little bit cross-eyed, but
It's because he's eating too much chocolate.
he's looking at all the Easter eggs that are surrounding him. That'll make sense shortly. We'll pop this down here. And then before we build him up, we're going to work on our background. So we'll pop his eyes like that. I know he looks a little bit mad at the moment. I promise he will come together. So the next thing you're going to do is take a white piece of cardstock, and I've cut this down to 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches. Then we are going to take more of the glitter papers, and what I've done is I've just put them all together and cut them into strips. And I'm going to place them all on top of each other. We're going to go back to the oval nesting die that we used for our ears. And because this is paper, you can cut them all at once.
Yeah, it's really handy that.
It'll go through, and we're just going to do this a couple of times. I'll just do it once, but you do it. I think if you cut this all the way out of this strip, you'll end up with lots and lots of ovals that are going to work for us as Easter eggs to create our background for this card.
Oh, I see where you're going.
So just spun that through, and it will cut all your layers out there in one go. So So you only really need to run it through 3 or 4 times and you'll end up with all your Easter egg shapes like this.
Oh yes, definitely. If you've got wobbly eyes in your stash, you can use them too.
Definitely, googly eyes, yeah. And then I'm just going to start layering these up all over the card. So I'm going to take my construction glue straight onto my card. I'll just work a corner at a time and start adding these all over so it looks like lots and lots of Easter eggs going in lots and lots of different directions. Mixing and matching your colours. So you just build that up all over and then you should eventually end up with something that looks like this. And I've just trimmed 3 of the sides already away, but make sure you go over your sides just so you get that nice edge, and then you can just trim off any excess. And we've got a very, very colourful Easter eggy background. And then somewhere I had a sheet of silver Miri, but like I said, I've been putting everything everywhere and now I can't find
Is
it.
it under your foam pads?
I don't think that's big enough. I thought I had a full sheet. But I'm sure we'll have one down here. Just let me reach down. Oh, it's behind me. I found it. So we're going to cut this down to 7 3/4 inch square. And then that will leave just a fine white border on our card that'll just pick up on the white of the bunny. No, I've done that. I've gone the wrong size. So we do need that extra piece. 7 3/4, not 6 3/4.
So if any of you haven't started Easter crafting, you know that our Glittertastic and Pastel Ombre pad is just the most amazing colours for Easter.
For Easter, definitely. So we'll pop this down on here.
I'm intrigued for the bunny.
Are you intrigued?
Yeah.
I promise it's going to make perfect sense. Well, in my head anyway. You might be like, that doesn't look like a bunny. So there is our very, very Easter eggy background. So we've got bunny base, and I'm not just sticking it down just yet because I want to make sure. Okay. I'm going to have 2
look at
bunny feet coming up. So we know we want that way, and then ears. So I know I can go with my base. I can stick him down flat.
Jackie has put, wow, so many eggs.
So many eggs. But that's what our Easter bunny would do. And we can add our feet.
You was right about your construction glue this week.
I was. I knew I was going to use quite a bit. But I think I have cut rather a large hole in the top of this one, so it's coming out a little bit more than it usually would. So we just stick them over there, and I'm just going to, while I remember, go to my pearls, and we're just going to use some of these pink ones to put the little pads on. I know I'm being very extra today, but just use these to make the little toes. One, two, three. add some foam pads to the back of the head.
Oh, our pearl gemstones are on offer in our Super Savers.
Are they?
They
Get
are.
them. So I'm not putting the foam pads too far to the top because we're going to stick our ears behind. So we want a little bit of room to be able to push them under. And then I've done it the wrong way round. But that'll be enough. So we'll pop his little face on there. I'm going to go in with the ears. Do you trust me now, Kelly?
I trust you now.
You trust me now?
It's very cute. I like his little chubby cheeks.
Little chubby cheeks. I am going to go back and cut one more little oval circle.
Oh, for his nose?
Well, not for some little teeth.
Oh, some teeth.
Because if you're going to do it,
Yeah.
we're doing it right.
Go all the way.
We are. So, just get a tiny little section.
Oh, of course. I know where you're going to put the teeth.
I would hope that that's not the hardest one to figure out in the world, to be fair. I have got a love heart nose. That's going to go. I'm going extra. He's getting both nose and teeth today.
Lots of love for our little bunny. We need to give him a name.
We do. So we'll just cut a little bit off the top there. Just use a little pencil line just to mark those two teeth. A little bit of glue.
Pammy has said with a background change, an adorable baby card.
It would,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
My little nose.
Oh, look at him. Look at his little teeth.
Little teeth.
Yeah, I think Becca will definitely take this off your hands.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to finish it off with one of our Easter wishes. I'll just pop that down at the bottom corner. And there we have our little Easter bunny. Just made from nesting dies.
I think that's the best. That's the best thing today. It's so cute. Oh, thank you so much.
You're
so
welcome.
I think if anybody had, you know, got one of these Your Design paper pads, you just wouldn't have thought of that at all. But there's so many options of what you can do with these. There really is. And if you want to grab all three, you can get them for £19.98. So you're going to save £9.99. So a fabulous deal there. And of course, I know many of you were saying about that amazing Miri card. So that's just £11.99 for 30 sheets. So that's what we got to show you this Friday. So that's nearly everything from us. We have just got to spin the wheel, and I'm going to pop this into our rollover box as well. So it's our holographic heaven. But let's get over to it. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, just in time there. It was very slick, wasn't it? So today, oh no, I know what Emily has said. We're sticking with the Easter theme.
Good.
And what we want you to answer after I've spun this wheel is hot cross buns or mini eggs.
Oh.
What are they called? Mini eggs. So I'm going to give it a big spin. Da, 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 da.
Oh, it was so close.
Oh no! Shimmer gemstones. So everybody, let us know if you prefer hot cross buns or mini eggs. Kat, what about you?
It depends what mood I'm in. At the moment, I think I would go for mini eggs.
Yeah, I think I would be the same.
Yeah.
I always panic with the spin the wheel because even though I've got my glasses on, I can't see sometimes. I can't see the writing. I'm like, oh, here's a little magnifying glass here.
Oh.
So have you got, can we give any little hints out about what we're doing this afternoon in the crafty table?
I'm doing a lot of stamping this afternoon.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Building up lots of layers of colour.
Oh yes, I know what you're
Yeah.
doing. Also, I've seen some amazing cards. I know you all know it's coming soon. Our Curious Cats collection. The cards they're just so amazing. So that will be with you in a few weeks. We've got so much happening at the minute, even though it's 2 short weeks with Easter.
I know.
There's still so much going on here, isn't there?
I know. There always is.
Always is.
Always is.
Emily, have you got a little winner?
Yeah, it's Kirsty Joanna.
Kirsty Joanna, congratulations, you are our Spin the Wheel winner this week. If you message us and then we give with your address and we'll get some shimmer gemstones. Is it the bundle?
It's the bundle.
Oh, the bundle.
Wow.
So you've got all them coming your way. So congratulations. So that's everything from us. Pauline will be back on Hobby Maker on Sunday. You can catch her. Let me just grab the times for you. 1, 3 and 5. And she'll be there with some adorable scoreable, prism and some other essentials. And then we're back same time, same place on Monday morning. And it is Dan and Anne-Marie. So you don't want to miss it. But that's everything from us. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.